You don't look the sort who can afford to turn down legitimate work.
What do you want?
How about we start with a light?
Well, you got a name, miss?
Elizabeth. You can call me Elizabeth.
What can I do for you?
There's a girl who needs to be found. Maybe you've seen her.
This girl. This girl's dead.
You know her.
You'll see dozens of her tied down by the docks or the slums in Apollo Square. Orphans. With Fontaine's charity shut. No place for them.
But her you know.
As I said, girl's dead.
Lost.
Look, I don't know where you get...
Lost isn't dead. Name your rate, I will pay you for this work. But you do this one gratis, wouldn't you?
I don't follow.
Something tells me you will. Seems my instincts were correct.
Where's Sally?
I don't know, but I know someone who does. Follow me.
What's this girl to you?
What I need from her is my business. But I know where to start looking. Something tells me a man with your particular talents could be useful.
Wait, was los? Ain't you playing the ponies no more? You're too good for the boys at the track now.
Yes?
Ryan, he's a big fish in an awful small pond.
Anything you say, pal.
If I was running things, I'd say, why just one city? Why not two, eh? Why not three?
If we were all made from common clay, then Einstein would have remained a patent clerk. It's our responsibility to strive.
Here, here. Oh, I heard about your little friend. Such a shame.
He looks so sad.
Edward thinks the way to my heart is philosophical transcendence. He's brilliant. If I wanted brilliant, I'd go to bed with a book.
You're just trapped by petite bourgeois notions of romance, aren't you?
Take it whatever way you will. But a girl wants what a girl wants.
Just a matter of time before Ryan's goons round up anybody talks bad about him. I mean, just look what happened to Frank Fontaine.
What happened to these
Red
children?
means stop. Green
What are they?
means go.
Where have you been? Cabin in Arcadia? Little sisters. Atom factories.
It's grotesque.
why we came to Rapture? I could compromise in Red Hook.
We're just men and women, Alan. You hold yourself to that standard, you'll never be happy.
In what country is there a place for men like me? Men who refuse to say yes to the doubters and the parasites.
Yes, but even Andrew Ryan takes a vacation.
Hey, keep moving, buddy.
Did you hear that Andrew Ryan took control of Fontaine Futuristics? I'm happy. Sorry, Chip, but I'm real upset. We came to Rapture to get away from government mumbling in.
Come on. We haven't got all day.
The government council just assumed stewardship of Fontaine Futuristics until all of Frank Fontaine's crimes and betrayals against the people of Rapture were sorted out. Pretty soon, everything will be back to normal.
Well, that's a weight off my shoulders.
What do they even look like under those suits?
What you mean? They're just some kind of machine?
You should have to prove you're properly versed on a topic before you're allowed to vote on it. Otherwise, it's just a knee-jerk response from the uninformed. Does more harm than good.
Who would judge that? A system like that invites abuse.
Having a benevolent dictatorship takes care of that.
Benevolence isn't human nature. Look, what's the green light for?
I seen one with the light turned yellow. And I don't want to be around when it turns red.
Get on with it. Do you have any idea how valuable my time is?
Ryan's been good to me. Few are the patrons who truly understand the struggle of the artist. But even I was a little leery when he shuttered Fontaine's business and sent that bald buck to a grave deep in the briny. But when Ryan buried all of Fontaine's pals in that department store, someone had to find a home for all those freshly minted orphans. And if I turned $1 or $2 in the process, you can hardly blame me for doing well by doing good.
The Great Chain's only as strong as its weakest link.
For Ryan's security firm. I got it firsthand.
Cooks a fella from the inside out. Is the damn thing a weapon or an oven?
Works with mini-rays or microwaves? Oh, I can't remember. All I know is it sounds dreadful.
The meek can go ahead and inherit the earth for all I care. I'm fine right here in Rapture.
Funny.
What?
You not knowing about the Little Sisters. How long have you been in Rapture?
Let's just say I don't get out much.
You've got eyes and ears, don't you?
If I wanted to share my life story, Mr. DeWitt, I would write my memoirs. If I learned anything about Rapture, I thought it was a place where people understood to mind their own business.
DeWitt. The Hostic sees you, he'll toss you out on your ass again. Got some nerve showing your face around here, pal.
Just say the word, I'll show you what I mean.
Where are we headed?
The man we need to see is in the Garden of the Muses.
How do you know?
My sources are my own, Mr. DeWitt. If you have better information as to the whereabouts of your girl, I suggest you avail yourself of it.
Where are you taking me?
When's the last time you saw Sally?
What?
She was taken from you, wasn't she?
How do you know this?
She was taken, down at Surprise. You were playing the tables and...
She disappeared.
And?
Cop friend of mine, Sullivan, says they found her floating in the docks.
You see the body?
Look.
Did you see the body? This world values children, not childhood. There's a profit to be made and men who make it. I'm taking you to one of them. Mr. DeWitt, you all right?
I'm fine. Just get these spells sometimes. It'll pass.
Refreshment, sir. Madam?
We're fine, thanks.
Mr. DeWitt. Back again. And so soon.
Are you in the know? Innovation and competition are what fuel Rapture. But that fuel can be diluted with rumor or flat-out lies. The rumor monger asks, what are these so-called splicing side effects? Well, take a look around you. Do you see anything wrong with your neighbor? The rumor monger asks, why has Tenenbaum withdrawn from the public's eye? Dr. Tenenbaum is a scientific mind unparalleled, even in Rapture. She's no doubt in her lab, toiling away at her next great innovation. I heard she was in cahoots with Fontaine. Merely slander from jealous naysayers. Remember, Rapture competes through innovation, not cheap shots. Bridget Tenenbaum is a woman who represents the best of science and industry. In other words, she's a Rapture gal. Now you know.
Best quit while you're ahead.
Gets that from his father. No one from my side of the family was ever so lackadaisical.
You'd be surprised how many problems are these secret.
I went through basic. Decent sort of. But the Italians. Papa this and Papa that. They can't take a crap without a papal dispensation.
Guten Tag.
Herr Schmidt.
Dr. Steinman told me he uses my picture to judge facial symmetry.
Darling, that line actually work on anyone before closing time?
Sexual intimacy is no different than any other commodity, friend. You sell soybeans, I sell companionship.
It's disgusting.
That's the Bible talking, pal. That's your mother talking. What does Ryan say? Petty morality? You can keep it.
Look around, please.
Fine, that's a contract. You got a job? Fine, that's a contract. It's all business of one kind or another. We all have physical needs. But time is a commodity. You want to spend it wooing some woman? Well, fare thee well. My clients, well, they got bigger fish to fry.
I'm not looking to be an obstacle to your accomplishments. I'm a modern fella. I just want to walk next to you and admire your stride.
You do know how to talk to a woman.
Business any different than, say, eminent domain? It's just the hand of government coming down on the individual.
Fontaine was a criminal.
By whose standards? Ryan's? I prefer when the judge doesn't profit off the penalty. You need something, Fred?
The Great Chain guides all of our efforts. Even if we can't see it, it's there.
Wasn't it?
Something will turn up. Adversity breeds opportunity. That's what Ryan says.
That unpleasantness with Fontaine seems so far behind.
I hope all of his crowd are enjoying themselves. Locked up forever.
Gotta hand it to the old man. Locking up Fontaine's thugs in his own department store. That's poetic justice.
Take your time. Take just a moment.
Wasting your time with that.
reason only. He built a better mousetrap.
Oh, for God's sake, Armand, you want to get us both rounded up?
So you admit it, that Ryan's rounding people up?
It was a figure of speech.
The pot calling the kettle black is a figure of speech.
I keep my head low and I do my job.
Like a good German.
Now, is that a figure of speech?
Buongiorno, signore.
Days. Her little girl's been missing for days.
I'm a complete wreck if Trudy even gets a nosebleed.
So many children. It can't all be coincidence.
Suchang observed strangest of coincidences. On other side of a window, man in strange hat experimenting on Suchang's own creation. On plasmid. Man name of Fink. Outrage! Theft of intellectual property! But man name of Fink is no fool. through addition of oxidizing agent, turns plasmid ingestible through stomach lining. Mr. Ryan very impressed with Su Chong's initiative. Theft of intellectual property. Two-way street.
Now there was a straight shooter. One of us.
I don't want to follow one of us.
You imagine having a beer with Andrew Ryan? Probably some teetotaler. Don't trust the man, don't drink, at least from time to time.
Listen to your worries. Buy a puppy. Me? I got better things to do.
I hope that wasn't your attempted pillow talk, darling.
Mr. DeWitt. We'll find my source inside of that club.
What does that lunatic have to do with Sally?
Private party. No entry without invitation.
We'll see about that.
Which business do you represent, sir?
Business?
Yes, which business?
DeWitt Investigations.
Mr. Cohen does not truck with private detectives. Masks of invitation went to artists and craftsmen alone.
I'm with the artist struggle. We're expected.
No mask, no entry.
Stuff shit.
These invitation masks he spoke of, they must have gone out to local artisans.
Well, I guess we'll have to persuade someone to loan us one.
The business of Rapture is business. Says it's sponsored by the Artist Struggle, the Golden Rule, and Rapture Records.
Guess those stores would be as good a place to start as any. Brung you to Rapture?
A man.
Really? You don't strike me as the romantic type.
Wasn't that kind of man.
Then what?
There's a debt that needs repaying.
I've known my share of Shylocks. You're no Shylock.
Wasn't that kind of debt. Invitations to Cohen shows are highly coveted. Nobody's gonna just hand us one.
You think you can figure out a way to distract the store owner while I take a look around?
You just find the mask. Leave the distractions to me.
Well, hello.
Vandalism is a serious crime. Remember, vandals are parasites.
Well, hello.
Excuse me. The lady has some questions for you.
Yes, of course.
What is this piece?
It's by Trine, but of course, covered by Mr. Reinhardt.
Oh, it's lovely. Isn't it lovely?
Oh.
Cohen sends those masks out in some kind of box. Damn. Must be somewhere else.
Something in this face. It's almost primal, isn't it? Part of us that exists before thought, before logic, purely sensual.
The finest music,
that we never knew existed. Can you turn it up? Oh, it's so intoxicating. But also powerful and masculine. Oh, yes, one feels the urge to surrender.
I must go. Even one more note shall prove my undoing. Any luck?
Nothing. Let's find another shop.
Where to next, Mr. DeWitt? The Golden Rule is just across the way. Or shall we go upstairs to the artist struggle?
Brian understands something fundamental about mankind. We want to be better than we are. That is what separates us from the jungle.
He used to see all the time in Eve's garden like he was really shit.
Please, come in.
You see that dish I walked in with? Well, you give her the star treatment, pal. That'll make it worth your while.
But of course, right away. Interesting, isn't it? Original Sander Cohen. He calls it miasma.
I'm sorry, but I know precious little about art.
How does it make you feel?
I don't want to open my mouth for fear of what foolishness might tumble out.
Would you like me to tell you what it means?
Oh, would you? Oh, I would like so much to understand.
In this piece, Cohen intended to show us the struggle of the great man, condemned to breathe the swampy air of the parasite.
You see all that in that little picture? Oh, what's this one? Oh, please, it's so beautiful. What does it mean?
Oh, my dear, that is something truly extraordinary. Shall I explain?
Oh, yes, please. Tell me everything. You're so knowledgeable. Why, you must be an artist yourself.
Gotta find that box.
I dabble, but I'm no Sander Cohen.
Do you have anything of your own to show?
Well, yes. Right over here.
Nothing. Oh, only one place left.
You've given me so much to think about. I feel a trifle swoony. Would you mind if I return tomorrow for further education?
I shall be here at your service. Until tomorrow.
Nothing?
No. Got one place left, though.
And if that proves to be fruitless?
Cross that bridge when we get to it.